Hello and welcome to Herman Brothers Field, Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Apologize for the late start. Quick turnaround here following Game 2, in which the Miners won 13-3, and now a winner-take-all Game 3 to decide the ABL champion. The Miners, the home team Miners, send out Peyton Robinson, and so far he's got an 0-2 count to Jace Vanderbrake, and that'll be a ball 1-2. Robinson getting the start after pitching one inning briefly earlier in the week. The 1-2 count to Vanderbrake. That one's fouled away. Count will remain 1-2. I'm Hunter Warning, joined by Troy Wisniewski. It's a bit of a rush up here in the press box.
Yeah, it may seem like we're out of breath. That's because we were just throwing out the ceremonial first pitch here, as that one goes in just inside for ball 2. The count now 2-2. Hunter Warning was able to throw the pitch out for this game. I was lucky enough to throw the other one out for the first game. So we just jogged up here quickly and got this thing underway.
And that will be a called strike 3 to get things started for Peyton Robinson. Jace Vanderbrake will take a seat, and it'll be 1 out with nobody on here in the top of the first. And Todd Lott, who will be the designated hitter now for the Bucs, was playing in left field in Game 1. And now the designated hitter here in Game 2. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI in Game 1. And that pitch from Robinson, a ball 1-0. That one knocked on the ground towards short. The throw over to first in time for out number 2. And now that I have a chance to catch my breath, I'll give you where the Miners are in the field here for Game 3. Nick Brooks at first base, Austin Dennis at second, Austin Bull at shortstop, and Rainer Osmus at third base for the infield. In the outfield, Elijah McNamee in left, Quinn Cotton in right, Justin Ammons in center. Andy Thomas moves behind the plate for Game 3, and Ryan Haug will be your designated hitter. And now to the plate, Jake Veith, first baseman for the Bucs. And he knocks the first pitch he sees into left field. And it'll be Elijah McNamee there to make the catch for out number 3. A quick first inning for Peyton Robinson and the Miners. There is no score as we head to the bottom of the first here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Metsu Miners baseball broadcast.
All right, Miners fans, you guys got 2 jobs tonight. 1, getting your friends and family down here cheer on your Miners. 2, you got to get as loud as you possibly can to make everyone think the whole city of Palmer is in the stadium. Can you do that? I think you guys can get louder. One more time. All right, here we go. Leading off for your Miners. Center field number 2, Justin Ammons.
Welcome into the top of the World Series Game 3 between the Bucs and the Miners. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here. And we're in the bottom of the first. No score at the plate for the Miners. Justin Ammons playing in center field, and at the mound will be Micah Carpenter. And Ammons starts things off with a bunt attempt that'll go foul. 0-1. Carpenter making his first postseason appearance, but had a mix of starts and relief appearances in his 10 games, 5 of which were starts. He threw 30 2/3. Good enough for a 4.98 ERA. And Ammons pops this one up to center field. Moving over towards left, but it will be caught. And with that, I'll take you through where the Bucs are in the field. Jake Veith at first base, Cody Sporer at second, Dominic Colaccio at third, and Michael Fuchs at short. In the outfield, Jace Vandenbrink moves over to left. In center, Ryan Williams, Cole Klez gets a start in right. Pete Durkay behind the plate. And Todd Lott, the designated hitter. And now we'll see Andy Thomas, the catcher for the Miners, come to the plate. He was the designated hitter in Game 1. And he knocks the first pitch he sees to left field, and that will be caught for out number 2. 2 quick outs here for the Miners. Nobody on, and Quinn Cotton comes to the plate. Cotton was 1 for 4 and had 2 RBIs that came from his 2 walks. Those were with the bases loaded, brought in 2 runs, and that's something that's really separated the game for the Miners and the Bucs in Game 1. Miners won 13-3 thanks to a 9-run 8th inning. Cotton fouls that one off at the plate, 0-1. Pitch from Carpenter, fouled away, 0-2 for Cotton.
Yeah, and although the score didn't seem to be, it was a game of small ball early. Obviously, the 8th inning, the Miners just broke it open with those 9 runs. But before then, it was 4-3, and there were many sack bunts going into that inning, and a lot of the times moved the runner over as Quinn Cotton misses for strike number 3, out number 3 here. And we've played 1 inning here in Palmer, Alaska in Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Mat-Su Miners in the field when we return with more baseball on today's broadcast.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Anchorage Bucs, catcher number 10, Pete Durkay.
Welcome back to Herman Brothers Field in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here. It's the top of the second, no score between Miners and the Anchorage Bucs. Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Peyton Robinson delivers his first pitch to Pete Durkee for a called strike, 0-1. After losing game 1 on Friday, the Miners needed to win game 2 to force this game 3, and did so in great fashion, winning 13-3 as that one's fouled the plate, and looks like it got a piece of Durkee as well. It'll be 0-2. Thomas goes to talk things over with Peyton Robinson at the mound. Everybody seems all right down there as Thomas heads back behind the dish. And it'll be 0-2 now for Durkee. That one goes in the dirt and outside. 1-2. And that'll be called strike 3, second strikeout of the game for Peyton Robinson. And it'll be 1 down and nobody on. And Michael Fuchs coming to the plate, shortstop for Anchorage. Fuchs was 1 for 3 with a walk in game 2. No score here, top of the second inning. Peyton Robinson delivers. That'll be fouled at the plate. 0-1. That one hit hard up the middle for a base hit. Austin Bull shifted a little bit closer to third on that play, and it went right where he should have been or would have been able to make a play on it had he been in his normal spot. In any case, it'll be the first hit of the ball game. A single from Fuchs, 1 on, 1 out for Ryan Williams. Swing and a miss. 0-1 for Williams. That second pitch, a called strike. 0-2 now to Williams.
And this is Peyton Robinson's second time facing the Bucs. In his first outing, he did get the decision, and it was a loss. Went 6 complete innings, gave up 6 hits, only 1 earned run, though, and struck out 5 as well.
The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Thomas able to keep it in front of him. It'll be ball 1 for Williams. A pickoff move towards first as Fuchs takes off for second, and they will get him. It looked like they were going to get him. In any case, it was a balk. It will be ruled a balk on Peyton Robinson, and Fuchs takes his base. Pickoff move Not good enough. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch. Knocked on the ground towards third. Ausmus has got it. The throw to first in time for out number 2. Good job keeping Fuchs from advancing on the play. It'll be a runner at second with 2 outs, and Dominic Calaccio to the plate for Anchorage. Calaccio 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in game 2 earlier today. That first pitch from Robinson, low and inside for a ball, 1-0. The pitch goes low for a ball, 2-0 now. Long day of baseball here in Palmer. It'll be 2 9-inning games when it's all said and done. 2-0. Hit on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first in time for out number 3. So 1 hit, but no runs for the Bucs in the top half. As we head to the bottom of the second, there's no score here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning, your first baseman, number 32, Nick Brooks.
Welcome back. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here in the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Bucs and the Miners. Nick Brooks to lead things off for Mat-Su. First baseman was 1 for 4 with 2 walks and 2 RBIs in game 1. And first pitch from Carpenter goes high for a ball, 1-0. That 1-0 pitch goes in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 to Brooks. And Nick Brooks will take his base. No discussion about leaning into that one. Got him square in the back. And so it'll be a 1 on and nobody out for Ryan Haug.
Yeah, Nick Brooks, one bear that you don't want to go poking your stick at. As we've seen, he has a lot of power and is able to leave the yard in one swing of the bat. And who knows, it could happen there on the second at-bat here tonight, but he gets first base on the hit by a pitch, and now Ryan Haug, the ball magnet, steps in.
That's right. Haug has been hit by a ton of pitches. Hasn't always taken his base for it, including in game 2. Got called back to the box. Shows bunt here. It'll go high for a ball, 1-0. Haug was 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. One coming on a sac fly and the other a 2-run double. One of his better days at the plate for the Miners. Showing bunt again. And this one goes down towards first base. And play will be made there for out number 1. But it moves Brooks over to second. So a runner in scoring position for the Miners with 1 away. And Elijah McNamee coming to the plate. McNamee 1 for 4 with a walk in game 2. McNamee, definitely a player who has some power. Don't always get to see it, but you know, could show at any moment. And that one gets away from Durkay. Brooks heads down to third. He won't slide, but a little closer than it might have been. In any case, 1 ball and no strikes. And now a runner at third. First run of the game, 90 feet away for the Miners with only 1 out.
Yeah, and we kind of rag sometimes on Nick Brooks about not being the most agile Miners on the base path, but they're doing a great job, great awareness. Saw the ball bounce up in the dirt off Durkay and kind of went towards first base, and Nick Brooks took off. You mentioned he didn't slide, and it was a lot closer than I think he would have liked had he decided not to slide there like he did, but he's on third nonetheless.
1 ball and no strikes. And McNamee pops this one up to right field. It'll be caught. Brooks is going to tag. And the throw to plate is off base. And so Nick Brooks tags and scores. And just like that, in the bottom of the second, Miners hold a 1-0 lead here in game 3.
Stepping to the plate, your third baseman, number 29, Rainer Osmus.
And that'll bring up Rainer Osmus, who hit a grand slam to put the Miners up 12-3. That came in game 2. And that one outside for a ball, 1-0. Miners hold a 1-0 lead. No hits so far in the game. This one knocked foul towards third. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike for Osmus. Osmus pops this one up towards the foul line in right, but it will be Sporer coming all the way over to make the catch for out number 3. But the Miners strike first on the sac fly. That brings home Nick Brooks. When we return, it'll be the top of the 3rd inning here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast. She played the fiddling on your spread. She fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then took her by the hands, and baby, I just wanted to.
Ladies and gentlemen, make your own Miner burgers. We have 7 cases of premium quality hamburger patties. There are 60 patties per case. We buy them for $80 wholesale. We will sell you a case for $75. Go see Sabrina at the Beer Shack, and we will hold it in the freezer until the game is over today. This means that you must take it home with you at the conclusion of this game. So 7 cases of hamburger patties, 60 patties in each for $75. See Sabrina at the Beer Shack.
She beat me at pool and then she beat me like there's nobody else in the room. As long as it was so cool, was when she stood on the stool. After dancing the Katie singing the trad tunes. I never heard Eric Ferguson, a song so sweet. I could tell her in the body using a beat for a beat. Or I could have that voice playing on repeat for a week. And then it's backed out minutes when she was singing to me. You know she played her fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hand. Baby, I just wanna dance, my pretty little Galway girl.
Leading off the top of the third for the Anchorage Bucs, right fielder number 13, Cole Klez.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the third here in Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call. Miners took the lead 1-0 on a sac fly there in the bottom of the second. Now Peyton Robinson returns to the mound for the Miners to face Cole Klez. Klez did not play in the game earlier today. Did, however, go 0 for 2 with an RBI in Game 1 of this series. That pitch from Peyton Robinson goes low for ball 2. 2-0 the count now. That one popped up in the infield. And it will be Austin Dennis there to make the catch for out number 1.
Stepping to the plate for the Anchorage Bucs, second baseman number 3, Cody Sporer.
And the 9-hole hitter, Cody Sporer, second baseman for the Bucs, comes to the plate now. Sporer was 1 for 4 earlier today with a strikeout as well. And the first pitch he sees is knocked towards short. Austin Bolas got it. The throw to first in time for out number 2.
Now back to the Anchorage Bucs, left fielder number 9, Jace Vanderbeek.
And after 2 quick outs, we're back to the top of the order. Jace Vanderbeek for the Bucs, 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far here in Game 3. Miners lead 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. First pitch to Vanderbeek in the dirt for a ball 1-0. And that'll be a strike. 1-1 now to Vanderbeek. Vanderbeek 0 for 4 in Game 2 earlier today. That pitch tails outside for a ball 2-1. The pitch. That one's knocked into center field. It will drop in no man's land for a base hit. Vanderbeek keeps the inning alive with a 2-out single.
Now back to the Anchorage Bucs.
It'll be 1 on and 2 out for the designated hitter, Todd Lott. So far, 0 for 1 today. In Game 3, rather. That pitch in the dirt. The throw down to second will not be in time to get Vanderbeek advancing on the play. He'll be in safe at second base. So a runner in scoring position for the Bucs here in the top of the third. 1-0 count for Todd Lott at the plate. 2 down. That pitch inside. Skirts away from Thomas. He's able to get it before Vanderbrake gets to advance. So it'll be 2 balls and no strikes now at a lot. And Thomas will go talk things over with Robinson. Now we're ready to go for more baseball. 2-0 count. 2 lot. The pitch on the way. Goes high for ball 3. 3-0.
And so far this season, Todd Lott against Peyton Robinson, just 1 for 4, singled in the very first time that he saw Peyton Robinson. Since then, 0 for 3.
And that pitch, a called strike. It'll be the first there. 3-1. Runner at second, 2 away. 3-1 pitch from Robinson. That one's knocked foul. 3-2. And already we're seeing the beginnings of work in the Matsu Miners bullpen. Didn't know exactly how long Robinson would pitch for here in Game 3. Everything's up in the air as far as pitching goes for both of these teams. And time will be called. In Game 2 earlier today, the Bucs used 6 different pitchers. As that one is hit towards short, and it's going to get past Austin Bull into center field, and Vanderbrake will score from second. It'll be an RBI single for Todd Lott with 2 outs. And so the game now tied 1-1 between the Bucs and the Miners. 1 on, 2 away. And that'll bring Matt Greeley to the mound to talk things over with his pitcher and infield. On the full count, just hit that one out of reach of a diving Austin Bull at short. And it allowed Vanderbrake to score from second on the ball that just barely made it out of the infield. Ties the game 1-1. Expect to see Jake Sudreth and Josh Green as the first 2 people to come in for relief for the Miners. 2 of the more reliable arms left that have not pitched lately. Sudreth did throw a little yesterday.
Yeah, and the Bucs going through 6 pitchers in Game 1 is huge because the Miners only had to go through 3, and that was due mainly in part of Thaddeus Ward, at the hand of Thaddeus Ward, rather. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 0 runs on 3 hits and 4 Ks. Just a great outing from him and doing everything he needed to do to keep his season and the Miners season alive and move forward to this winner-take-all game.
Robinson tossed it over to first to chase back Lott. First pitch to Veith will miss for ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Robinson. Falls in for a called strike, evens the count at 1 apiece. And Veith knocks this one into center field. Ammons is there to make the catch for out number 3, but an RBI single from Todd Lott ties the game 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning for your Miners, shortstop number 15, Austin Bull.
Welcome back here in Palmer. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call. Tie game 1-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Micah Carpenter pitching to Austin Bull. First pitch, a ball, 1-0. Miners still looking for their first hit despite having a run already. Nick Brooks was hit by a pitch, made it all the way to 3rd. Then was brought home with a Elijah McNamee sac fly to right field. Out another pitch, that one outside. 2-0 now for Austin Bull. That misses high, 3-0 now. And that one in for a called strike. Brings the count 3-1. To lead off the bottom of the 3rd here in Game 3 of the Top of the World Series. And another strike there. Called 3-2. Full count for Austin Bull. And that one will be a base hit into left field for Austin Bull to lead off the bottom of the 3rd here for the Miners. 1 on, nobody out. Brings up Austin Dennis, who came in to replace Brandon Chinea in Game 1 and hasn't looked back. In Game 1, he was 0 for 2. Did have a walk and an RBI, however. Shows bunt here, and it's fouled at the plate. 0-1. As this is our final broadcast of the season, we would like to, once and for all, thank you, Napa Auto Parts, for making all of our broadcasts possible. For anything you need here in the Matsu Valley, they got you covered. Big Lake, Palmer, and Wasilla. as Austin Dennis bunts this one towards the first base line and will be out at first, but does his job in moving over Austin Bull to second. And that'll bring up the top of the order, Justin Ammons, 0 for 1 so far here in Game 3. Flied out to center field his first time at the plate. Time will be called before we get a first pitch. Runner at second, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Game tied 1-1. That will catch the inside part of the plate. 0-1 after that called strike to Ammons. Ammons pops that one down towards first. It'll be foul. 0-2 for the Miners center fielder. Ammons lines that one foul. Hit on the ground, foul towards first. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch popped up, foul and out of play towards left field. So the count remains 0-2. And once again, the 0-2 pitch. That one popped up and foul as well. Third straight foul by Ammons. Count remains 0-2. Runner at second, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Ammons chops this one on the ground towards second, and he will be thrown out at first. Austin Bull advances to third as a result. And so another runner 90 feet away from home for the Miners. And Andy Thomas, 0 for 1 so far here in Game 3. Comes to the plate for the Miners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss for Andy Thomas, 0-1. And that one fouled as well. So a quick 0-2 count now for the catcher, Andy Thomas.
Thomas looking for his first RBI here in the playoffs. Did have 11 in the regular season, and a great opportunity now with 2 away and Austin Bull over there at third.
And that one will get through past the third baseman, Colaccio, scoring Austin Bull. A hard hit ball could not be handled by the Bucs, and so a 2-out single there for Andy Thomas makes it a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Miners.
And that's all it took, was just a hard-driven ball. Obviously, Calaccio had a little trouble with that off the hop there at third base, and Andy Thomas with his first RBI of the playoffs.
Now that first pitch to Quinn Cotton. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Cotton 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far here in game 3. Miners lead 2-1 in the bottom of the third inning. And he knocks this one hard on the ground to second. Sporer, a tough job getting in. The throw is going to get past first. Cotton advancing to second. Thomas over to third. And so everyone's safe, second and third for the Miners with 2 away. Hard hit ball to Sporer there at second. Had a tough time handling it. And once he did, he kind of slipped or fell while he was throwing. And that caused the tough play at first for Veith. Couldn't get a handle on it, and it rolled almost all the way to the Miners' dugout, allowing runners to advance. And with that, it'll bring up Nick Brooks, who was hit by a pitch and came around to score his last time at the plate. Chance to put the Miners up a couple more with 2 in scoring position, already leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the third. Popped up in the infield. And it'll be Michael Fuchs, the shortstop, coming in to make the catch. But the Miners take a 2-1 lead on the RBI from Andy Thomas. We're headed to the top of the fourth here in Palmer, and we'll be right back with your Metsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off for the Anchorage Bucs on the top of the fourth. Catcher number 10, Pete Durkay.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning here in Palmer. The Miners lead the Anchorage Bucs 2-1. And Peyton Robinson returns to the mound to pitch for Metsu. At the plate, Pete Durkay, 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far here in game 3. And that first pitch goes for a ball, bounced and got past Thomas. 1 ball and no strikes. Called strike, evens the count, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Durkay slams his bat in frustration, walking back to the dugout. His second strikeout here in Game 3. So with nobody on and 1 out, Michael Fuchs, who singled in the second inning, heads to the plate for the Bucs. Miners lead 2-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. That one hit towards third. The throw to first in time for a quick out number 2. Strikeout and then a ground out on the next pitch. Nobody on, 2 away. Brings up the center fielder Ryan Williams 0 for 1 here in Game 3. Decisive Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Bucs took Game 1 4-0. Miners responded earlier today with a 13-3 victory to force Game 3, which we're in now. First pitch from Robinson goes low for a ball, 1-0. Second pitch fouled back, straight back to the fencing. Evens the count 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Nobody on, 2 away. Top of the 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch goes high for a ball, evens the count 2-2. Robinson delivers. Hit on the ground hard towards second. Austin Dennis has got it. The flip to first in time for out number 3. That'll do it for the top of the 4th inning. Miners lead 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for your Miners, your DH number 7, Ryan Haug.
Welcome back to Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here. In the bottom of the 4th, Miners hold a 2-1 lead over the Anchorage Bucs. Ryan Haug, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. Does not have an official at-bat today. A sacrifice bunt in the second moved Brooks over from first. Brooks eventually came in to score. game's first run. First pitch to Howe, called for a strike, 0-1. That one goes foul. 0-2 now for the Miners designated hitter. The 0-2. And that's a swing and a miss from Haug. That'll be out number 1. Second strikeout by Carpenter. Nobody on, 1 away, and Elijah McNamee, who has an RBI tonight thanks to a sac fly, comes to the plate with nobody on and 1 out. McNamee fouls that first pitch away. It'll be strike 1, 0-1. Carpenter ready to deliver. And it'll go just outside for a ball, evens the count 1-1. McNamee hits that one high into foul territory towards right field. It'll drop for a foul ball. 1-2 the count now for the Miners left fielder. That one shot back to the mound. Carpenter can't get it. The play from short, not in time. McNamee able to beat out the throw. Infield single for McNamee. And so Rainer Osmus comes to the plate with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Miners lead 2-1. And Osmus trying to keep the mojo going. Of course, hit that grand slam earlier today.
And apparently there was a Bucs fan that was chirping at him. I guess they get a lot of it down there. And even here in Palmer as well, she was saying something to Rainer. She said, "Oh, you look pretty uncomfortable down there. Why don't you just strike out?" And
this is not verbatim, by the way.
No. Close, though. This is what the guy said, you know. Said, "You're looking really uncomfortable down there. Why don't you just strike out? Just strike out." And then the next pitch, I think we know the rest.
See you later. Swing and a miss there. So the count now 0-2 to Osmus. Getting the start at third base today for the Miners. And this one hit high towards left, floating in foul territory. And it'll be Calaccio there to make the catch for out number 2. Runner at first, 2 down, brings up Austin Bull. Bull 1 for 1 with a single today. And came around to score in the 3rd inning, giving the Miners the 2-1 lead they currently hold. First pitch to Bull, a called strike. 0-1 the count. And second pitch fouled away. Now an 0-2 count for Bull with a runner at first and 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-2. That one hit towards left field, but it will be caught. Vandenbrink there to make the catch for out number 3. The Miners leave one, but lead 2-1 as we head to the top of the 5th here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
For $75 a piece. Go see Sabrina at the beer shack if you're interested, and we will hold on to them till the end of the game, but you must collect them at the conclusion of this game.
Look at myself and won't fight. I gotta see the color in your eyes. I'm telling myself I'm gonna be alright. Without you, baby, it's a waste of time. Got first date, girl, the seasons change. Got washed away in the summer rain. You can't undo a fall like this, 'cause love don't know what distance is. Yeah, I know it's crazy. But it's all good enough. No one can't sleep, can't breathe without your love. Unfortunately, no kiss. It doesn't make sense to anybody else who cares. You're all I think about. I search the world and I know you're ain't right. You ain't lost your mind. I don't want you to say I want crazy. Are you with me, baby? Let's be crazy.
Leading off the Anchorage Bucs in the top of the 5th, third baseman, number 11, Dominic Calaccio.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call. Miners lead the Anchorage Bucs 2-1. Peyton Robinson returns to the mound for another inning of work. He'll face Dominic Calaccio. So far, 0 for 1, grounded out to end the second inning. First pitch just misses for a ball, 1-0. Second pitch, chopped over the head of Robinson towards second. A quick flip to first from Austin Dennis for out number 1, and a great play charging from the second baseman there.
Yeah, I don't know why I look at you surprised anymore when Austin Dennis does what Austin Dennis does, and that's just a great play there, charging the slow roller. Peyton Robinson almost got a glove on it, kind of hopped right over the pitcher there, but Austin Dennis just doing what he's done all year, and that's make great plays and a nice throw on the run over there to Nick Brooks.
And so nobody on and 1 away. We'll bring up Cole Klez, 0 for 1 so far here in this game 3. Called strike to start the at-bat. 0-1 the count. The appeal down to first says he went on the check swing, so it'll be an 0-2 count now for Klez. The 0-2 from Robinson. Swing and the miss, strike 3, but it's going to get past Thomas there behind the plate, and Klez will reach first on the drop third strike. So a strikeout goes for naught for Peyton Robinson. 1 on, 1 out, and it'll bring up Cody Sporer, second baseman for Anchorage. 0 for 1 so far this evening. First pitch to Sporer. A called strike. 0-1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on the way. As it'll wait. Robinson tosses to first instead. Chases back Clez. He'll be safe. Count remains 0-1 at the plate. That one hit on the ground towards short. The flip to second for one. Over to first. And that'll be an inning-ending double play for the Miners as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning here in Palmer. They hold a 2-1 lead over Anchorage. And we'll be right back with your Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.
All right, Mars fans, get loud for your second baseman, number 4, Austin Dennis.
Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski with you here in Game 3 of the Top of the World Series between the Mat-Su Miners and the Anchorage Bucs. Winner take all here. Right now, the Miners lead 2-1. And Austin Dennis at the plate pops that one up towards left field in foul territory. And it's going to be dropped out there and left. There were 3 Bucs in the vicinity, but no one could come up with the catch. So it'll be an 0-1 count now for Austin Dennis. No official at-bats before this today. A sac bunt in the third. No action in the Bucs bullpen just yet. Looking to keep Carpenter in the game here. And that one hit sharp down the third base line. It's going to get past Calaccio into left. Austin Dennis to second with a stand-up double to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Runner at second, nobody out. Brings up the top of the order for Mat-Su. Justin Ammons to the plate, 0 for 2 so far today.
Yeah, and Austin Dennis in the 9-hole is new, but, you know, when you start an inning with the 9-hole hitter, it's almost like Austin Dennis has been doing what he's done here in the second half of the year, and that is be the 1-hole hitter and lead off.
Ammons looked to get things started for himself at the plate here in Game 3. 0 for 2 so far. The pitch. And he knocks this one into right center field, but it will be caught by the center fielder who drops the ball. And so Dennis advances to third, and Ammons will be safe at first. Just a point-blank drop out there in center by Ryan Williams. Don't know if the sun got in his eyes. He was moving over towards those shadows cast by the scoreboard, but can't really think of an answer for that one. In any case, it'll be first and third for the Miners with none away here in the bottom of the fifth, and Andy Thomas to the plate.
Yeah, it looked like he it looked like he made the catch, and then when he went to turn and make the throw, just kind of slipped out of his glove, didn't really have full control over it, bobbled it a few times, and obviously his back was towards us, and we're pretty far away, so it was hard to make the call on what we saw, but a flat-out drop, and now, like you said, runners at the corners.
And the first pitch to Thomas in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Thomas so far this evening, 1 for 2 with a single in the third. Drove in Austin Bull to give the Miners the lead, 2-1. And that pitch, a called strike, evens the count at 1 apiece. And when hit sharp into right field for another base hit, Austin Dennis scores from third. Another RBI single for Andy Thomas. And the Miners now lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Right fielder number 9, Quinn Cotton.
Small ball, the name of the game here in game 3. Quinn Cotton to the plate. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. So far today, Cotton 0 for 2, did reach on an error in the third, but struck out in the first. The Miners taking advantage of what the Bucs are giving them. First pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Some high heat there. Cotton swings and misses for his first strike. Cotton hits this on the ground towards third. It gets past Calaccio again. Can't make the play. Ammons rounding third and will score. RBI single for Quinn Cotton gives the Miners a 4-1 lead. And still none away here in the bottom of the fifth. Runners at first and second. Brings up Nick Brooks to the plate. And we're going to see a mound visit for the Bucs. Former head coach. Probably won't see a pitching change just yet, as action just getting underway down the left field line in the visitors' bullpen. And some good stuff from the Miners here in the bottom of the fifth. Started off with an Austin Dennis double, and then Ammons reached on an error, and back-to-back singles have driven in 2 runs here for the Miners. And as it stands, runners at first and second, still nobody out, and Nick Brooks at the plate. Brooks so far 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch. Came around to score the game's first run in the second inning. Watches that go for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Carpenter on the way. It's ripped high and deep to left field, and it will be caught very deep for another out. Thomas tags and will be safe at third. Close play, but in there clearly. Cotton advances as well. Second and third now, and only 1 out for Ryan Haug. Coming off the bat, looked like Brooks really got a hold of it. Not quite. There's no wind to knock it down, but just didn't have enough juice on it to send it out, but it was enough to move the runners. Second and third, 1 out for Ryan Haug. Haug 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch is popped foul, 0-1. Oh and 1. Haug the DH. Trying to add to the Miners' lead here. And that one popped up deep to left field. This one will be caught as well. Thomas will tag and score as a result. Miners take a 5-1 lead now here in the bottom of the fifth. Taking on 3 runs so far in the bottom frame. Cotton stayed at second, so it'll be 1 on and 2 outs for Elijah McNamee. McNamee 1 for 1 with a single and drove in a run with a sac fly in the second inning. And this is a hard hit ball towards short. Fuchs has got it and won't be able to make the throw. And so McNamee beats out the infield single there. Motoring down that first base line. First and third with 2 outs. And that'll bring Rainer Osmus. He's popped out in foul territory twice so far in this game. And the first pitch to Osmus high for a ball, 1-0. That went in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 now for Osmus. Osmus knocks this one high into center, but it will be caught for out number 3. But the Miners add 3 runs. They lead 5-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning here in Game 3 of the top of the World Series in Palmer, Alaska. We'll be right back with more Matsu Miners baseball after this short break.
Coming into pitch for your Miners, out of Mesa Community College, number 28, Jake Sudrick. Let's give a big round of applause for your starting pitcher, Peyton Robinson.
I wanna let it take control, 'cause every time that she gets closer, she pulls me in, you know, keep me guessing. Baby, I just stop confessing, yeah. Oh, I've been shaking, I love it when you go crazy, you take all my inhibitions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. You take me places that tear out my reputation, manipulate my decisions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding me back. She says that she's never afraid. Just picture everybody naked. She really doesn't like the way. Not really into hesitation. Holds me in enough to keep guessing. Maybe I should start confessing. I've been shaking, I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibition. Baby, this has been
Leading off for the Anchorage Bucs in the top of the sixth inning, left fielder number 9, Jace Vanderbeek.
Welcome back here to Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call for the top of the World Series. Matsu Miners taking on the Anchorage Bucs. Miners lead 5-1 here in the top of the sixth. Jace Vanderbeek to lead it off for Anchorage, and on the mound, Jake Sudrith in to replace Peyton Robinson. First pitch misses for ball 1, 1-0. That one rocketed towards right field, but it'll be Quinn Cotton on the run to make the catch for out number 1.
Now back to the Anchorage Bucs, DHO 29, Todd Lott.
Todd Lott with the lone RBI for the Bucs here in Game 3. 1 for 2 with a single. And Sudrith pitched 2 innings in the playoffs so far. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Did not give up a run. But it was his impact on Game 1 by not being around that, maybe attributed to some minor success, as he let us know on Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Went into the clubhouse in the 3rd inning when the Miners scored their first run, I believe, or first couple of runs, and then went back in the big innings and was told by the coaching staff basically flat out said, "Hey, man, we need you back in the clubhouse, and we need you to just hang out on your phone." So he was following along on the broadcast that you were following along with now as well, and seemed to play a huge role in that 13-3 victory.
He does what he needs to for the team, and now they're calling upon him to come in and pitch. And he's off to a good start. Nobody on, 1 away, and an 0-2 count now to Todd Lott. The pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, I think he did have to come out of the clubhouse to get warm, unfortunately, right before this inning. So was out, but the Miners still managed to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th with him on the field out in the bullpen. So maybe it's not just him, but whatever works,
High and outside evens the count, 2-2. Whatever works, that's exactly right. The 2-2. That one given a ride towards left field. McNamee following it back. It's going to bounce off the wall after 1 hop. The throw to second in time to gun down Lott. What a play by McNamee off the 1 hop wall. The throw to second, shot out of a cannon, and got Lott without a doubt for out number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. A great play off the wall there in left field. Elijah McNamee going with the bare hand grab, and Todd Lott about halfway to second kind of tried to turn on the jets there, but would not make it in time as Austin Bull lays the tag down.
Could not put it in a better spot. Just on a rope. What a play. It's now nobody on, 2 outs. Jake Veith 0 for 2 this evening for the Bucs. Swings and misses at that pitch, 0-1. That one inside, but got Veith to swing and miss. 0-2. Sudrith ready and fires. Called strike 3. Veith will take a seat. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sudrith as we head to the bottom of the 6th here in Palmer. Miners lead 5-1, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
And to pitch for the Anchorage Bucs, number 19, Kane Eckert. Leading off the bottom of the 6th for your Miners, shortstop number 15, Austin Bull.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski. It's the top of the World Series Game 3. Miners lead 5-1 with Austin Bull coming to the plate. New pitcher in for the Bucs. Kane Eckert in to replace Micah Carpenter. Bull squares around a bunt, pulls it back. It'll be ball 1, 1-0. Eckert getting his first postseason appearance. In the regular season, he had a 4.00 ERA across 42 2/3 innings pitched and fires in a called strike to even the count 1-1. Struck out 25 batters, walked 14 of them, and gave up 43 hits. Swing and a miss for Bull, 1-2. And Bull is 1 for 2 on the evening. A single in the 3rd and a pop out in the 4th. And that one fouled away. Bull able to stay alive. Count is 1-2. The pitch. Bull lines that one into left field for a base hit, his 2nd of the night. A leadoff single here in the bottom of the 6th. One on, nobody out, brings up Austin Dennis. Dennis 1 for 1 with a double, got things started in a big 5th inning in which the Miners scored 3 runs Comes to the plate with a runner on and nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Niners lead 5-1 in this decisive Game 3. First pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Dennis fouls that one away, out of play towards right field.
Candy at the Snack Shack. Everything is going for $1. That is candy.
Evens the count, 1-1. Toss to first, chases ball back to the bag. He will be safe. The count at the plate, 1-1. Austin Dennis shows bunt there, able to pull it back. Was already on the move to first base. It'll be a 2-1 count.
And a quick listener shout out to Andy Mee, the 2010 Matsu Minor outfielder who's tuning in. He actually won a championship in the ABL there in 2010 before it got to the top of the World Series where there was an actual playoff game. The all-star outfielder for the Miners, Andy Mee, played his college ball at FAU.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to Austin Dennis. The 2-2 pitch. That one line towards right field. It's going to get down as a fair ball and roll into the corner by the Miners bullpen. Dennis rounding second, head of the third. Austin Bull is going to score, and it's going to be a triple for Austin Dennis to give the Miners a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Huge hit there from Austin Dennis. He now has a double and a triple in this evening's game. Brings up Justin Ammons. And the Miners lead 6-1. Back-to-back hits off Eckert to start off his appearance. Ammons 0 for 3, did reach on an error in the 5th. And the first pitch to Ammons high and outside for a ball, 1-0. And a hard hit ball to second. Dennis will score from third. Ammons out at first. Nobody on, 1 away, but with that, the Miners now hold a 7-1 lead here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bases cleared now. Nobody on, 1 away. Andy Thomas, who is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, comes to the plate for Matsu. And that one chopped towards second. Spores got it, the throw to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting in right field, number 9, Quinn Cotton.
So with nobody on and 2 down, Quinn Cotton, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI single, did reach on an error as well. Comes to the plate for the Miners here in the bottom of the 6th with the lead 7-1. And that pitch, a strike, 0-1 now to Cotton. And that pitch fouled off the end of the bat by Cotton, 0-2. And that one knocked into right field. It'll be a single to keep the inning moving for the Miners. Their 10th hit of the game so far. So it brings up Nick Brooks. Brooks so far 0 for 2, but scored after being hit by a pitch in the second inning. Comes with a runner at first and 2 away. Miners leading 7-1 here in this Game 3, winner take all in the top of the World Series. First pitch to Brooks, a ball 1-0. The 1-0. Outside for a ball. 2-0 now to Brooks. Called strike 1. 2-1 the count for Brooks. Caught in a decent lead over there at first. A 2-1 from Eckert. Check swing. Did not go. It'll be 3-1 now for Brooks. Low ball 4. Brooks draws the walk. And so first and second, 2 away. Ryan Haug comes to the plate. Haug 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but knocked in a run with a sacrifice fly in the 5th. And a chance to help his team even more with 2 on and 2 outs. Miners leading 7-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. As we wait for Haug to step in the box, taking his time. First pitch, high for a ball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. And Haug knocks one. It's going to land in right field for a base hit. Cotton around third to the plate. And he will be tagged out trying to score. But in that case, it'll be the end of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th here in Palmer. Miners lead 7-1 over the Anchorage Bucs, and we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 hot dogs that have yet to find a home. We didn't have buns for them, but they will still taste good. 2 hot dogs for $1 with no bun at the concession stand. And the announcement you've been waiting for, $1 ice cream at the concession stand. Leading off for the Anchorage Bucs, catcher number 10, Pete Durkay.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call for Game 3 of the Top of the World Series. The Miners are leading this one 7-1 over the Bucs. Pete Durkay coming to the plate 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far this evening. Jake Sudworth returns to the mound for the Miners. First pitch. Chopped foul towards first. 0-1 for Durkay. And another one foul. It ends up towards the Matsu Miners dugout. And back-to-back foul balls. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. This one chopped down that first base line, just foul. And Durkay will do it again. Count remains 0-2. And once again, Sudworth ready to fire. The 0-2 pitch. Goes high and outside for ball 1. Another one sails way outside. Evens the count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. That one over the head of Ausmus into left field, just out of reach. So it'll be a single for Durkay, his first hit of the night. 1 on, nobody out. And Michael Fuchs to the plate. Fuchs so far 1 for 2 this evening. Miners lead 7-1 here in the top of the 7th. First pitch there, a ball, 1-0.
First base runner on Jake Sudworth here this afternoon. His approach usually stays the same, but does obviously check over on the runner at first base, but it's not as important. I mean, with the 6-run lead, you can kind of let guys score runs. You trade runs for outs at this point, and here you just got to focus on the guy that is right ahead of you, and that is Michael Fuchs.
The 1-0 pitch from Sudworth. Swing and a miss, evens the count 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out. And the pitch. Called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch from Sudworth. Just foul towards third. Fuchs able to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. And that one just misses the outside part of the plate. It'll be ball 2, evens the count at 2 apiece. The 2-2 pitch. That one will be looped into right field for a single. Back-to-back singles for the Bucs here to lead off the 7th. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Brings up Ryan Williams 0 for 2 so far this evening. And we'll see a mound visit from Matt Greeley.
Not too much activity in the Miners bullpen. Josh Green with a slow warm-up here so far in the 7th. Could see him finish the game up, maybe 8-9. Normally a 1 to 2 inning guy, and has been great all year for the Miners.
And it was huge to get what they did out of Peyton Robinson 2 times through the order. And we'll see Greeley head to the dugout. The mound meeting continues for the Matsu Miners infield. Miners lead 7-1 here, top of the 7th inning of this 9-inning decisive Game 3 between the Miners and the Bucs. And we're back to baseball. Runners at first and second, nobody out. First pitch to Ryan Williams from Sudreth on the way. That one misses for a ball, 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Check
Dollar
swing
Drinks,
for a
Dollar
strike.
Nachos, and Dollar Chili at the concession
Evens the
stand.
count,
Dollar Drinks,
1-1.
Dollar Nachos, Dollar Chili at the concession stand.
Pitch from Sudreth on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Pitch. Popped up foul and out of play. The at-bat will continue with the count at 1-2.
And looks to be Gunnar Schubert on deck. Will replace Dominic Colaccio in the field. Probably will move over to shortstop and have Fuchs over there at third base as Ryan Williams swings and misses for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. The second strikeout for Jake Sudreth.
And with that, 1 down and 2 on, we'll see Gunnar Schubert, who was 0 for 1 in Game 1 of this series and did not play in Game 2. So, not much to go off of here in the top of the World Series. First pitch to Schubert, a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to Schubert. A swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count. Runners at first and second, one away. Schubert at the plate. The 0-2 pitch from Sudrith on the way. The pitch. High for a ball, 1-2. In Sudrith's 2 innings against the Bucs in Game 1, he did walk 2. He faced 8 batters total. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped on the ground, foul towards third. Count remains 1-2.
Weather update. Currently sunny and 75 here in Palmer, Alaska. Weather has been totally different than the first round of the playoffs. It's been all sunshine in the past 2 days, making for an absolutely gorgeous weekend for baseball.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, and 1 away. Here, top of the 7th inning in Palmer. Miners lead 7-1. And this one popped to center field. Justin Ammons is there to make the catch. 4 out, number 2.
Now batting for the Anchorage Bucs, right field number 13, Cole Clay.
And with that, 2 on, 2 out. Cole Klez, 0 for 2, flied out and reached on a drop third strike. Comes to the plate for the Bucs. Klez takes his time there at the plate. He's ready in the box. Sudrith ready at the mound. First pitch. Goes outside for a ball. 1-0. That one, foul ball towards first. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chopped on the ground towards third. Foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Klez. Long at bat here. Klez steps back in. And we're ready to go. The 1-2 pitch from Sudrith on the way. Outside for a ball, evens the count 2-2. once again, we'll wait. But I think we're ready to rock now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and 2 on. The pitch. Misses just outside. Brings the count full, 3-2.
Yeah, looked pretty close there. The 2-2 changeup. You always hear Matt Greeley say, "That a boy," if you hear or if you see that it's anywhere near the strike zone. That one just a bit outside, and we await the payoff pitch.
Sudruth fires. It's inside, ball 4, and that walk loads the bases for the Bucs with 2 away here in the top of the 7th. Miners lead 7-1. Cody Sporer to the plate. 0 for 2 so far today, grounded out twice, one of which was a double play that ended the 5th inning.
And with 2 outs, we have Bucs on a pond.
Called strike 0-1.
It's been a long day.
It has. It's been a long day at the ballpark. That's right. 0-1 for Sporer. Fouls that one back. It'll be 0-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Sudruth trying to get out of the jam. Inning started with back-to-back singles. And then a strikeout and fly out to center field, followed by a walk of Klez. And now here we are, the 0-2 pitch to Sporer. Swing and a miss at a pitch way outside. And it's a strikeout. We're ready for the stretch here in Palmer. Miners lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
And it's that time to stand up and stretch those legs.
This is the last time this year. So let me hear you. Good and loud. I'm Gary. On 1, on 2, on 3. Hey, really loud.
Now pitching for the Anchorage Bucs, number 35, Tommy Kowalski. And it's 50-50 time. Pull out those white tickets for $225. The winning number, 997-6724. 997-6724. Going down to the beer shack to collect your prize. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for your Miners, left fielder 21, Elijah McNamee.
Welcome back to the top of the World Series, Game 3. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski here. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Miners lead 7-1. Pitching change for the Bucs brings in Tommy Kowalski. who we saw in Game 2 earlier today. He threw 1 inning of work, did not allow a hit, struck out 1. And the first pitch here to Elijah McNamee is a ball 1-0. McNamee 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and drove in a run with a sac fly in the second. And here, lines 1-2 right field, but it will be caught for out number 1. Klez there to make the catch. Bases are empty for Rainer Osmus. Heading to the plate, 0 for 3 so far here in Game 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, $1 cup of noodles and $1 beer.
And I don't know if you heard that at home, but an audible gasp from the crowd as it was announced $1 beer now at Herman Brothers Field. Great place to watch a ball game as that one is fouled away by Osmus. 0-1.
Yeah, I can't think of a better place or way to watch a ball game. I mean, it's currently 8:35. The sun has been out all day long. It hasn't moved since about 4 p.m., what it feels like over there past right field now. $1 beers and $1 everything, as today is the last game. We are down to the last few innings, and everything's on sale. So if you did not decide to come, you are missing out.
Rainer Osmus pops this one up in the infield, and it will be caught by Gunnar Schubert. Comes in to play shortstop for the
Your shortstop number 15,
Bucs.
Ball.
With that, Fuchs moves over to third. Claudio out of the game. Had a couple of tough plays over there at third throughout the day so far. First pitch to Austin Bowl is a ball 1-0. Bowl 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, has scored both times reaching base. That pitch goes high for ball 2, 2-0. High for ball 3, 3-0 now with the shortstop out of Grand Canyon University. The pitch will be ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for Austin Bowl. Keeps the inning alive. Austin Dennis comes to the plate now. A double and a triple so far today. His triple drove in Austin Bowl in the 6th. Gave the Miners their 7-1 lead. One on, 2 away. And a swing and a miss there by Dennis, 0-1. That one ricochets off his bat for a foul ball. Wasn't really a swing. So it'll be 0-2 now for Austin Dennis with Austin Bowl at first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And that'll be a strike 3 for out number 3 that ends the 7th inning for the Miners. They don't score. They lead 7-1 as we head to the top of the 8th here in Palmer. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Then to pitch for your Miners out of southeastern Louisiana, number 31, Josh Green. Ladies and gentlemen, dollar everything at the concession stand. Dollar everything at the concession stand. And leading off the top of the eighth for the Anchorage Bucs, left fielder number 9, Jace Vanderbeek.
Welcome back. Top of the eighth inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Hunter Warning and Troy Wisniewski on the call for the top of the World Series Game 3. And it's between the Matsu Miners and the Anchorage Bucs. Miners lead this one 7-1. New pitcher in for the Miners, Josh Green, to the mound. Comes in on the season with a 0.00 ERA. He's making his third appearance in the ABL playoffs. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1 to Jace Vanderbeek. So far tonight, Vanderbeek 1 for 3 with a single. This one chopped towards short. Austin Boll has got it. A spin and throw to first in time for out number 1. And a play we've seen so many times throughout the season. Austin Boll makes it look easy out there.
Yeah, absolutely. A great play. Good range there from Austin Boll, tracking down that ball, making the spin, keeping his composure as his feet were moving, keeping his frame towards Nick Brooks and making a good throw.
Good internal clock, making sure he knows how much time he has to make the throw. So 1 down, nobody on. And Todd Lott, who is 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, comes to the plate. However, he was thrown out by Elijah McNamee trying to stretch one of those singles into a double. Swings and misses at that pitch, 0-1. Second pitch, hit on the ground towards short. Boll has got this one as well. And a long stretch by Brooks will bring him off the bag. So it'll be a single for Lott. We're going to go with a hit here. The official scoring a single for Lott, his third of the night. 3 for 4, 3 singles, 1 on, 1 out now. And Jake Veith to the plate. Veith 0 for 3 here this evening. Outside for a ball, 1-0 to Veith. He's flied out twice and struck out so far here in Game 3. Miners lead 7-1 here in the top of the eighth. Swing and a miss, evens the count, 1-1. The 1-1. In the dirt. Lott headed down to second. The throw will get him in time. He's thrown out trying to take second. Thomas guns him down from behind the plates. It'll be bases empty and 2 outs now for Veith, facing a 2-1 count.
And good job by Thomas keeping the ball in front of him. Great job by Thomas and putting that throw on a line. Austin Bull caught it right over top of Todd Lott's head and just kind of dropped it down on his helmet to get him before he got to the base.
So 2 outs now. Pitch. Fouled at the plate. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 away here. Top of the 8th inning. Miners lead the Bucs 7-1. Pitch right down the middle. Called strike 3. That does it for the top of the 8th. Miners lead 7-1 as we head to the bottom half. We'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
Despite your best efforts, there are still beers available in the beer shack for $1. Dollar beer still available at the beer shack. And into pitch for the Anchorage Bucs, number 18, Robert Winborn. Leading off the bottom of the 8th for your Miners, center field number 2, Justin Ammons.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th inning in Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Miners lead this one 7-1. Justin Ammons to the plate. Robert Winborn to pitch now for the Bucs. Last time the Miners saw him was in Game 1 of this series. Came in to close it out. Pitched 1 inning of perfect ball yesterday. First pitch to Ammons. Hit high into shallow right field. It will be caught. Cole Klez there to make the catch for out number 1.
Andy Thomas.
Andy Thomas now to the plate. 2 for 4 this evening for the Miners. Nobody on, 1 down. Leading 7-1. Miners have racked up 11 hits en route to their 7 runs. Meanwhile, the Bucs only have 1 run on 7 hits. Have committed 2 errors. That pitch a called strike to Thomas. 0-1. A pitch inside, evens the count at 1 apiece for Thomas. And that one knocked into center field, but it will be caught. Ryan Williams there for out number 2.
Cotton.
2 quick outs for the Miners there. Nobody on. Quinn Cotton now to the plate. Cotton 2 for 4 with an RBI single, also reached on an error this evening. And he'll take that first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Cotton fouls that one out of play, 0-2. Just outside for ball 1, 1-2. The pitch. Misses just outside, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, so after falling behind 0-2, Cotton works it to a full count, 3-2 now, with 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. The 3-2. Chop towards third, it's fair. The throw from Fuchs over to first in time for out number 3. That'll do it for the 8th inning. And we head to the top of the 9th. Final 3 outs separate the Miners from the championship. And we'll be right back with your Matsu Miners baseball broadcast.
That was tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass all rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart broken, made friends and lost them through the years. And I've not seen pouring fields in so long. I know I've gone rock home to go home. Driving up the night, see down low, country lake, singing through time, dancing with the way you make me feel. It's real. Watch the sunset over the castle on the hill.
Leading off the top of the 9th for the Anchorage Bucs.
Welcome back. Top of the 9th inning here in Palmer, Alaska. Game 3 of the top of the World Series. Hunter Warning here in the booth. Troy Wisniewski down by the dugout. I'll take you the rest of the way for your 2017 Matsu Miners season. Hold a 7-1 lead over the Anchorage Bucs. Josh Green fires that first pitch for a ball outside, 1-0 to Pete Durkay. Durkay 1 for 3 so far on the evening with a single that came in the 7th. That pitch misses low For ball 2, 2-0. Miners scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fifth, and 2 in the sixth. As that one is hit towards Austin Bowl on the line for out number 1.
Now batting for the Anchorage Bucs, third base number 47, Michael Hughes.
So nobody on and 1 down brings up Michael Fuchs. 2 for 3 tonight, a pair of singles. The Miners losing game 1 of this series, needing to win both games today to have a chance. This one hit on the ground to second. Austin Dennis has got it to throw to first in time for out number 2.
Now back to the Anchorage Bucs, center field number 34.
And the
Williams.
Miners are 1 out away from the completion of their season. Started on June 5th. They led wire to wire in the ABL regular season, swept the Oilers in the first playoff series, and now have battled back here, leading 7-1 over the Bucs. First pitch hit on the ground towards third. Ausmus has got it. The throw to first in time, and the Mat-Su Miners have won the top of the World Series. They are the ABL champions. They come from behind, series victory over the Anchorage Bucs, lead wire to wire, and they are champions of the Alaska Baseball League, winning 7-1 here in Game 3. What a season for the Mat-Su Miners. 39 wins, one of the best winning percentages in team history, and the celebration begins here in Palmer. So for the very last time, for Troy Wisniewski, I'm Hunter Warning. Thank you so much for watching this Mat-Su Miners baseball broadcast.